Hey guys, it's your boy Ghost. Hopefully, your favorite storytime teller. And today, do I have a good story for y'all? This story is probably one of my favorites because of how memorable it is. And the reason is, well, judging from the title, you can guess why. It gives you a little bit of a hint. You know why. But anyways, before I tell you the story, I just want to make an announcement and say when I reach 500 subscribers, I will be making a special video. Well, more special to me than anything. And you'll understand why once I post it. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. But let's get straight into the story, shall we? So this story time all starts in elementary. And you're like, elementary? Whoa, that's crazy. How did this happen? I'm gonna tell you right now. So this story time kind of starts off like any other story. My mom wakes me up, she tells me to get ready. I get ready, she drives me, she drops me off, and I get to school. Now, as a kid, I used to be a lot more kept to myself because I didn't really know how to talk to other people, and I kind of just minded my own business because I don't know, I just like being by myself as a kid. I would be very like good with teachers. I'd be like a teacher pet a little bit because I didn't want to get in trouble because a lot of the time kids would get in trouble. I wasn't trying to be like them. So we would have like 4 to 6 classes, and I would have math, English, science, PE, and two other more that I'm not too sure. I think it was history and something else. And on this day, we would do like Mondays, we would do 3 classes. Tuesdays, we would do another 3 classes. And Thursdays, we would do like, it would be like different order with different teachers and different subjects, is what we did. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So on this day, I had PE, math, and English. I went to my PE class, did my usual activities, went to my math class. I hate math. I didn't enjoy it one bit. And then I went to my English class. This is where it all kind of started. So my English teacher, she was, I'm not gonna lie, as a kid, I really liked her. I thought she was a baddie, I'm not gonna lie. As like if I were to go back, if I could go back and show you guys what she looked like, you would agree with me because holy, as an elementary school teacher, she was a good looking teacher. I'm not gonna lie. And I can clearly remember her face. On this day, I remember I wasn't feeling the best because, well, I didn't want to go to school this day. So I was just chilling, having like a okay day because before this, my math teacher would always like pick on me a little bit because she knew I was kind of dumb, and she would always be like, "You, what's 2 plus 2?" And I'd be like, "5." Yeah, and my teacher, the English teacher, could see that I wasn't feeling the best, and her being one of the best teachers I had, she was like, "Are you okay? Do you need something? Do you want a juice box? Do you want a snack?" And I was like, "I would love a juice box," and she gave me one. So we were continuing this day. I think the classes lasted for I think an hour or two. So I was with her for an hour or two, and on this day we were just kind of chilling. It was a chill day this day, and we were just vibing with our classmates. As she was getting me this juice box, I noticed something. So she was a teacher who was very good looking, and let's just say her chest was there was it was good. It was big. If you know what I'm saying, I'm not trying to get demonetized, but you know what I'm talking about. It was pretty round, big. You know. I remember that she was wearing something very loose. So every time she bent down, I would see like a little bit of a you know, I would see a little bit of things I shouldn't be seeing as a kid. And I remember a lot of the kids as well, like that I knew, would also come up to me like, "Hey, I saw her," and I'm like, "Yeah, me too." And it was like every single kid was kind of saying it because I don't know. Every time she bent over, it was very visible, but it wasn't too visible, but it was very visible, if you know what I'm saying. She gives me the juice box and like, oh, thank you so much. On this day, she was reading a book for us, and I was super excited because I love story times, as you could tell, because I am a story time teller. So she was reading us a story and I was enjoying it. I was very active. And I remember her grabbing a controller because I think she wanted to put on music at this time because it would be a lot more soothing for the story with music in the background. So she picks up the controller and she accidentally drops it, and she drops it right in front of me. because I'm in the front listening to the story because I like, like I said, I love stories. And she drops it right in front of me. This is where it gets freaking wild. As a kid, I didn't know what to do in this moment, and you understand why. So she drops the controller, and I'm there looking at the controller. I'm like, oh, I'll get it for you. She's like, no, it's okay. I'll get it because I can reach. So she bends forward, and all I see is her, you know, her two bagangas, if you know. Again, I didn't know what to do. It was like the first time I've ever seen a women's yeah. I kind of just sat there. I just was staring hella hard. I sat there, and you know how when you get like flashbanged and you can't hear properly? So that's what kind of happened to me. So I was just like paralyzed. I was just sitting there staring, and I remember like everyone in the classroom was yelling my name, saying, "Hey, get the controller!" And all I hear was, "Hey, hey," because I was so like bamboozled. I don't even know. I was just so like it was like I saw like light. I saw the light. I saw the heavens. I saw a miracle. I don't know, but I was just so stunned, but at the same time very happy. But she stood there for like a whole 5 minutes in the same position. So I was just staring, and I'm pretty sure she was like, she knew that I could see, but didn't move. I don't know. I was bamboozled, right? And then after 5 minutes, which was probably like a minute in reality, this kid next to me was like, "Oh, I'll just get it," and he grabbed it and he gave it to her. And she went back to trying to put on the music, and I was still just sitting there. So I was like flashbanged. I was like concussed. I didn't know what to. I was frozen at that moment because all that was replaying in my head was that moment and those two things, those two bagangas, the milkers. Yeah. And after that moment, it never left my mind. I remember coming back the next day, and all I did was stare because can you blame me? I am some I there were I don't know. You can't blame me. If you were in my shoes, I bet you would do the same. Afterwards, she did it like a few more times by accident. She was really clumsy as a teacher, and I didn't mind because your boy got some action. Well, not action, but I got some visibility. But that was basically what happened. She was my favorite teacher after that, my most favorite teacher, and I was very excited to see her every single time I had her for class. And that was the story time. This story was pretty short, but it was really good in my opinion. And if you liked it as much as I did, make sure to leave a like. Comment down below your favorite part, or if something similar happened to you, I would love to read that. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe. It's free and would help me out so much. This has been your boy Ghost, or Ghost of Dreams. Peace.